I tasted the gunpowder, tasted the dirt, seen the flames, seen the boom, heard the boom, exited the vehicle, and I didn't exit by choice. I was blown out of my vehicle.
Mike and I met in Alaska through mutual friends in the military. He's originally from Idaho, and I'm from here in Minnesota.
So I joined the military because to follow my dad's footsteps. My goal was to outrank him in less time. He did 28 years and was an E7. I did 21 years as an E7, so I kind of beat him there. My MOS was 88 Mike, was a truck driver. I drove the HET, which is heavy equipment transporter. It hauled 82 tons and below. We hauled everything, tanks, concrete walls, you name it, we were hauling it.
When the war broke out, he knew right away, and he kept preparing me, and I knew too. And I was scared. I was very scared because I know war changes people, whether you see combat or not.
Pretty much 6 days a week we were on the road. I'm not sure exactly how many missions I did, but I know it was at least 50 to 60. We're about 10 minutes out of Warrior, and first 4 vehicles went by, and I looked on the ground and I seen the purple and blue wire come out of the ground. I called it in. He asked me to repeat it. Just as I repeated it, that's when it exploded. As I'm flying through the air like Superman, it doused me in diesel fuel and white phosphorus and caught me on fire. I hit the ground roughly 60 feet from my vehicle. I turned around and I actually seen myself on fire. Just like I was looking in a mirror. Seeing the flames coming up, I heard my skin sizzle, I heard, I seen my uniform on fire. I remember looking at my hands, like son of a bitch, they got my gloves. I didn't have gloves on that day. It was my skin peeling off my hands.
When the phone call came through, Colonel Parents kept breaking in and out. When he asked for directions to my parents' house, it hit me that it had nothing to do with the family readiness, it had to do with Mike.
I sustained 3rd degree and deep tissue burns to 31% of my body, along with losing my thumb, my pinky. It damaged my ring finger so much that they had to amputate half of it. I lost my ear, half my nose, the scars all over. I have limited range of motion in both hands. My shoulders fused like this. I have 13 screws and 2 plates in my left hip. Physically, you can see it, but it also changed me with the PTSD and the TBI, post-traumatic stress disorder and a traumatic brain injury.
I didn't care either way what he looked like. I knew that his heart was still whole, and that's what I fell in love with. But I didn't know how he would react to himself. Mike hadn't looked in the mirror at all from ICU into the step-down unit. So the nurse one day on the way back from PT, she told Mike, you really need to see yourself. So when I came to visit him that day, he wouldn't look at me. And he told me, get the hell out of my room, pack your bags, go back home. I'll file for divorce. And I said, I don't love a monster, I love you. So you're stuck with me. That's all there is to it.
When I went over, my wife said, promise me one thing, you won't change when you come back. I'm gonna be the same person I am today before I went over. Little did I know I'd come back physically changed, but also mentally changed because of the things I've seen over there.
Our young men and women, they sacrifice everything they know to make sure that you and I are safe.
With this being Veterans Day, I want to thank all veterans for your service. For those that paid the ultimate sacrifice, you'll never be forgotten by this veteran or those that I know.